and welcome along to the Bias Premier League show. This episode, of course, brought to you today by Boohoo Man, as they do each and every week. Don't forget, use the code AFTV10 and you get 10% off of all their gear, including the type of stuff like what we're wearing and much more. You can scan the QR codes, so do that right now or click the link in the description. Big up to Yardi, big up to Ty. Of course, no Arsenal game this weekend because it was the FA Cup and we got knocked out of the FA Cup, unfortunately, by Liverpool. But listen, there's been a lot happening in the world of football this weekend. And of course, we've got a big game tomorrow to look forward to. Arsenal visiting Nottingham Forest. Huge game. First of all, I'll start off with the FA Cup, right? Even though we weren't in it, I enjoyed it. Friday night, right? Friday night live. Right? Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester City. Every Tottenham fan I spoke to, mad confident. Really? Expressions, yeah, man, we're going to win, man. I'm confident, man. This is our year. We're going to win a trophy. Others, Abbey, all of them. What happened?
Yeah.
It's happened again. It's happened again. Tottenham Hotspur. It's happened again. No trophy. Knocked out of the FA Cup again. Big Ange ball. Dead in the water again. Right? You know what made me laugh? Right? They were mad confident going into this game. They were almost like, but our record against Man City. Forgetting that when you really analyse those games when they've beaten Man City, they've been battered and they just caught them on a little counter. That weren't always gonna happen, and their luck run out. And they can't look on it as well. They can't blame it on a load of injuries because they had a load of injured players back. Right? They can't say, "Oh, right, we're missing Son," because you know what? There was no Haaland for Man City. Right? Listen, man, it was beautiful, man. It got my weekend off to an outstanding start.
And Man City did play a lot of other players that wouldn't make it in their starting 11 as well.
Yeah, different goalkeeper.
Yeah, Bob played.
Oscar Bob and all that. And like, also, them trying to say, like, I saw expressions saying, oh, there was a foul on the goalkeeper. Nah, man, your goalkeeper's weak. You see some rice and peas or jollof rice or something.
Jollof rice, love it.
Right, because all the player did was the player just stood in front of him and he's just like, you're supposed to clean him out, man, and come and claim that ball.
Oh, well.
Oh, it was beautiful, man, beautiful. No trophy for Tottenham, 15 years and counting since they last won a trophy.
Wow.
And they got the cheek to come and talk to us. Right? So that was glorious.
Yep.
Jurgen Klopp
leaving.
That was
shocking.
A shock. Shocking. That was a shock.
Do you think he has a job lined up?
No, I don't. I do think he's going to take time out. And he said he's never managing England. He said we've never ever managed in England. And I believe him. But I think he is loyal to Liverpool. Right? I think maybe the German national job eventually or something like that he can do. But I do think he's going to take a year out or at least some rest. And then the other one was a surprise, was Xavi. Barcelona. Of course, he won the league with them last year. Right, they had a really bad defeat in the Copa del Rey. He said he's stepping down at the end of the season. And yesterday, rumours everywhere
about Mikel
Arteta joining Barcelona. Started by a publication called Sport. It started by this publication called Sport over there in Spain, saying that you know he's told people that he's going to Barcelona at the end of the season,
which is not true.
And there was a lot of fans getting into a real frenzy over it. What do you mean it's not true? How do you know?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Tell you,
that's why I said I don't think that's true.
No, you didn't say.
No, you said
that's not true.
No, I said no, that's not true.
Rewind it. You said no, that's not true.
I said no, it's not true. Or so I think. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. No, it's true.
What you said.
No, I said no, which is not true.
No, I said it's not true. I don't think. Run the tape.
He's told people that he's going to Barcelona at the end of the season.
Which is not true.
Arteta's not leaving Arsenal, right? Arteta is staying at Arsenal. I think one day he will go to Barcelona.
Really?
But I was saying on my transfer show this morning, I was going, why would he go to Barcelona now?
At the moment,
They're in a financial state at the moment. It's like, Barcelona's a difficult club to run right now because they don't have them resources like what they used to have where they could just go out and say, right, let's go get Mbappe, let's go. They can't do that at the moment because they're totally messed up with FFP, right? And then the other thing is as well, you've got to remember, they've still got those charges hanging over them about the bribing the referees, right? And if that's proven,
it don't make no sense.
They're going to get all kinds of sanctions. So
it wouldn't make sense, because even what you just say as well, is like, why would he go now when what he's been doing at Arsenal for the last 4 years.
Exactly.
You've been building something here.
Special, something special.
Yeah, and I feel like if what we hear that, yes, summer window we will be going to get the finishing pieces to this, then I don't see why he would leave. But again, I don't know, man. Sometimes sometimes things can get to a man, and a man say, you know what, all me I do for you now, no disrespect me all the while. Gone, because there is fans that will still disrespect him on a weekly basis. So
Yeah, but there's also fans that respect him as well.
I know, so he just needs to focus on that. And
He does.
I feel like it's one of them ones where I was one of them fans who at first was like, he's not at the level yet. I don't feel like I didn't want him at the club. After a while, I said no, he's not doing it. I don't think he's experienced enough. I think he needs to go and learn. Learn somewhere. I said I think he needs to go down in a lower division, learn the trade, and then he become a good manager. But they stuck with him, and he's learned it as he goes along. From every L that he's picked up, he's turned that into a lesson, like they would say. So you know, and I've seen a lot more positives from the team over the period of time. And I remember when that documentary came out about Arsenal as well.
All or nothing.
I think that documentary as well
really
helped him, because a lot of fans now see what happens after the games and see the dressing rooms and seeing at the training ground and seeing personal life.
Yeah,
and
you saw that he loves the club.
Yeah, and you can see a difference. And then we started to say, all right, you know what? We get it now. We actually get it. And that, I think that helped the club, helped him as well with that, helped the fans and the club unite together a bit more. So I can't see him going yet. I mean, I hope he doesn't go yet. And I would like him to finish what he's doing and win something with the club.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere yet. And the thing is about
Hopefully,
it, right?
hopefully.
The thing is about it, right, is that a couple of weeks ago, when we lost a couple of them games over Christmas, I remember having this argument. I remember I was on a live show here, and I was saying to people, listen, there's poor results. Right? There's some people saying, he's not good enough getting somewhere, and I'm like, who?
Yeah,
exactly.
When you ask that question to people, who? All of a sudden, right, they're not able to answer it very well.
Exactly.
Right? And the fact that Barcelona would want him, they would want him.
They would,
right?
Of course they would.
Shows you that he is one of the best young managers around. And when you look out there, right, you know, there's not a lot of, how many much better managers that would be available are out there. I mean, we all love Pep, but he's not available. We'd all love Ancelotti, but he's not available. You know what I mean? And then a lot of the other managers I look at, they're good managers. I like things about them. How do you know
how they're going to fit in? Exactly.
You know, even with Liverpool, with Klopp going,
how they're going to find a new one?
The obvious one to replace Klopp is going to be Xavi Alonso. That's the one that's been spoken about.
But you know what?
Some mentions Xavi Alonso.
But what you just saying just now, Robbie. Like, before you go on to that, it's like, people have to look at it like this. Some of the managers that you're talking about, you have to look at what clubs they've taken over and before they became who they are. Like, I know Zidane's name got thrown about as well.
Yeah.
But look at the Real Madrid that Zidane took over. You're acting like he took over a team that had nobodies. He took over a star-studded Real Madrid team.
And he's been out of the job. He's not really.
You understand what I mean? It's like
he's been out of management now for a couple of years. Now, you know what I mean? And Zidane, I don't know if Zidane would be the answer, but you know, I look at it. There's some nice managers that are, like you said, De Zerbi's and people like that. I like, but the thing is, would they do any better at Arsenal? You know, because they have no better track record than Arteta. And then even somebody like you see with Liverpool at the moment. There's a lot of talk about Xavi Alonso. You know, obviously he used to play for Liverpool. There's a lot of talk about him replacing Klopp when he goes. Right, and he's having a great season at the moment with Bayer Leverkusen. They haven't won it yet.
No,
hopefully they haven't won it yet. So there was somebody saying to me the other day, look at Alonso, look at the work he's doing. I was going, but that's what Arteta was doing last season.
Yeah, exactly.
In a harder league to win.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, a much harder league to win than the Bundesliga. If he had been in the Bundesliga, he'd probably won it.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying that, you know, we have to stick with him right now. You know what I mean? Listen, managers is based on results. If Arteta lost his next 5 games, I'd probably be saying something different. But at the moment, I think, you know, yes, there's certain things he's done that I'm like, but he's still a good manager, man. He's a good young manager. We've got to stick with him.
But players have to take blame as well, because even with them results that we had, the bad run where we went on and it was like no wins in 7, you have to look at the games, right? The Villa game, we were unlucky in that game.
Very unlucky.
Right? We should have won that.
Should have got a draw at least.
The West
Very
Ham
least.
game, the West Ham game,
Yeah.
we were unlucky in that one. The only game out of all of those where I can say
Bad performance.
was the Fulham game.
Fulham, terrible performance.
Liverpool in the FA Cup.
Very unlucky.
Very unlucky. But the manager gets the blame for it. But the players are out there. He's coached the game. He's trained them. He's put the tactics together up front. They just not finished. They weren't finishing.
Well,
But we created chances. They just weren't finishing. So again, it goes back. We always blame the manager. It's easier to pick on the manager, right? They're all the manager. But sometimes the players have to take some responsibility. And that's why we said when they went away to Dubai and come back, and that performance we saw, we was like, yeah, against Palace.
Superb.
This was beautiful. This is what we want to see. So tomorrow we want to see more of that.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say we
Hopefully.
need that performance against Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Listen, that's not going to be an easy game. We've not
won't be.
won there on the last three occasions we've been there. We lost there last season, which literally they completely ended at any hope of winning the league. That's where it died there, and that enabled them to stay up. Ty, the atmosphere at that stadium is always great. They get beyond the team. This is a massive game, isn't it? Massive game for Arteta, for Arsenal. We've got to win this, haven't we?
We have to, absolutely. But first, I cannot speak about Nottingham without saying about the three people that died. You know, and I think one of them was a Nottingham Forest fan. I think there was Barnaby Jones, Grace, Kumar, and there was another man. I don't know his name. Forgive me, but he was a Nottingham Forest fan. So we can't mention the game without saying them. So hearts and thoughts and prayers go out to them and their family, because I think there's inquiry going on now and all that. But absolutely. I think it was my namesake that scored last season, unfortunately.
Yeah, Tyrell.
So yeah.
And he's not. He won't be playing.
He won't be playing, which is
We can't play Nuno Tavares. He's cup tied as well.
Yeah,
not cup tied, but
and
because he's on loan.
And Ola Aina
Right,
is
but-
at African Nations with us, Nigeria. So
They've actually got quite a few players at the African Cup of Nations, so they are missing a few players.
Yes.
They played in the FA Cup. They drew 0-0 with Bristol
So they have a
City.
replay
Yes,
soon.
I think
Right, and
Nobody
I
gives
looked
wise,
over their team, and they played quite a strong side. I was surprised. I thought they might have rested a few for the game against us. They played Chris Wood, and all those guys played. We have to win this tie.
we have to.
We have to win this. We're going to get. Listen, especially now with this whole clock thing, right? That's that's rejuvenated Liverpool, right?
Oh, right.
You see, like Liverpool, like even I was watching their game yesterday, beat Norwich 5-2.
Yeah.
Trent Alexander-Arnold's back, Robertson's back.
Robertson's back?
Yeah, Szoboszlai
Really?
came back. They've got everybody back now, apart from Salah. He's the only one really missing, right?
Which is a big miss.
And then you've got the whole clock thing as well.
Yeah.
That game next week at the Emirates is going to be absolutely huge.
It will be, but it's
We
Emirates.
cannot afford to go into that game on the back of a poor result against Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be difficult, but I think hopefully we're catching Nottingham Forest at the right time. Obviously, Matt's there, isn't he? Matt, our
Matt
former
Turner.
goalkeeper. Yeah.
I
So,
don't think they've been too. We was up in
Enamored
Nottingham.
of him.
We was up in Nottingham doing some previews, and I think there's at least about 4 or 5 Forest fans who came up to me and said, "Robbie, can we get a refund on Matt Turner?"
I think that's a bit harsh.
He's not really been doing too well. He's been making a lot of mistakes there, but. We've got Yardi, and the good thing about it, we got a few players come back now. Partey back in full training and back,
Superb to see.
and it would be great to see him.
If he's fully fit, he's back in full training. So if he's fully fit,
But can he start? I don't know if he can start tomorrow.
But if he's fully fit,
But is he?
If, that's what I'm saying. If
I
he's
don't think he
fully
is.
fit,
I don't think he is,
Rice,
bro.
Partey, Odegaard, I want to see that midfield.
Yeah, that's a combination, yeah.
Because for me, that's our strongest midfield, and I feel like Odegaard. Like when we had Partey in the team last season, we've seen a lot what Odegaard can do, and I feel like this season, because the midfield has not been the very strong, he's been doing a lot more work defensively, everywhere. You understand? I feel like it's affecting his creative play. That's what I believe. So I feel with Partey back in the team, it's a boost. We saw Smith Rowe have a cameo the other night when he came on, the other day when he came on against Palace.
Yeah.
He does look like he wants to play. So I feel, I really feel like we need another Palace performance. That's what we need. I'm calling it a Palace performance.
I hope so.
We need to go to
Let's
Nottingham
hope so.
Forest
Let's hope so.
and stamp our authority. Show who's the biggest club. Who's the
Show who's the biggest club.
Yeah, man. Show us who the bigger club is. Show them like this is who we are. Let them fear us. You understand what I mean? But don't play with fear. Come at us so you can open up and then we can attack you, obviously. But I want the win. I want a good win. I don't want no mediocre win like, oh, we were lucky to get that goal or,
Bro, right now,
No,
any
I don't
win.
want- because
I mean, listen, I want a great win,
I want
but right
confidence.
now, that game, we need the 3 points.
We do need the 3
so
points.
that we can go into that game against
Very
Liverpool.
difficult. On a
Yeah.
high.
Right?
Yeah.
Where we can say, right, if we beat Liverpool now, we're really back in the title race.
Well, where we out of it though? Where we out of it? I don't think we're out of it.
I feel if we lose to Nottingham Forest, we're out of it.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Before
We're out.
then, we're out of it.
We lose to Nottingham Forest, it's just like a battle for top 4.
yeah.
I'm being serious.
Liverpool, listen, we need to beat Liverpool because right now
need to beat Nottingham Forest as well,
Liverpool need another loss right now in the league because they're gonna just keep getting these points.
They've only lost one game.
That's what I'm saying. And
They have lost
like
one game.
Robbie said, with Klopp leaving, it seems like that's gonna give them even more want to win this for Klopp. We need the Emirates to be
Exactly.
to be jumping. Like
But
we need them players to be in that
Jumping, Destiny's Child. I
He's
like it,
only
I
going
like
to be
it.
jumping if we beat Forest.
Yeah, but they need to be. That's what I'm saying. Beat Forest, they're not Liverpool game. You know, let's not look that far ahead. When's
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Liverpool game?
Sunday.
Okay, so we need to beat Forest, like beat them, and then come to the Emirates. Yo, we need to hear the drums knocking.
Yeah.
We need to hear Robbie singing out like Don Robbie back in the day. You understand? Crucial. We need crucial Robbie.
Crucial.
You understand? We need
Crucial.
Thai FM loud with the speaker them. You understand? We need them players to be coming out that tunnel. Liverpool players coming out and scared to come out.
They're
What
only
is
going to
this?
be like that if we beat Forest. We don't beat Forest, that kills all
We have beat
momentum.
Forest, man.
that we have to beat them. And as I said, we haven't beaten them. We haven't since they've
They
come
knocked
up.
us out.
Since they've been promoted, we've not beaten them at that ground. As a matter, we played them twice in the FA Cup, lost, and sorry, no, was it one League Cup, one FA Cup,
yeah.
one league? Something's got to change in that.
But Yardi, sorry, but Yardi, you saying that show who's the bigger club. What does that mean? Show who's the bigger club.
Us.
Why is that?
No, because what is that we need to when we go.
This is interesting.
No, it's not interesting. Cause I know where you're going with this, but it's not. It's like it. What I'm saying is, it's not. We know Arsenal. When you talk about the top 4 teams, over the years they've turned the top 4 into top 6 because other pretenders have come about. But the reality is, Arsenal's that team that teams are hoping to not lose. That's what it is. We need to have that. Teams need to have that fear in Arsenal again. That
we're a bigger club.
we are a bigger club where we're
a
coming
bigger club than them. But one thing we've got to remember.
Come on, man.
We've never won. They've won 2 European Cups.
Yeah, that's cool. No, I know that's what people are saying. But I'm talking when the Premier League. When are they playing in the Europa Cup? Is in the Europe?
Yeah, no. Look, what you're saying is they need to fear us.
Yeah, we need to have that fear.
But we need to win that game. We must win that game.
It'll be difficult though.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult. Who's your boohoo man of the week?
Boohoo man of the week. Actually, before we get into that, Robbie, he's
got something to ask.
I wanted to ask. So before we get there, and also you guys
ask Robbie. Ask Robbie twice. It's a regular thing.
I got a question for you two again, man. And also in the comments, please leave your name. Leave who you think as well, because last week we asked what player do you think deserved more in their career.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And somebody said Alan Shearer, which is actually a good one as well, because
when he won the league, didn't he?
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he should have won more.
He should have won more. Yeah. He should have went on to win a lot more than just one Premier League.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
Possibly,
that's what we mean by should have won more, achieved more in their careers.
Yeah.
I do feel Alan Shearer did deserve a lot more. Somebody also said JJ Okocha.
JJ.
Yes. Great shout. I actually love watching him play.
I did well, but the problem is...
Unbelievable player.
No disrespect to JJ. He was playing under Allardyce.
Yeah, so that's why the people are saying he deserves more.
He shouldn't have played there. Why is he playing at Bolton?
So that's perfect. Brings me into my next question, and we're gonna do comments of the week. Do you think there's a player right now in the Premier League, not in the top half, but in the lower, that deserves to be at a bigger club? Right now,
Tony.
I knew there was a Tony, but
well,
he's
somebody
the
else.
One. He's got the ability to play for any of the teams in the top 4.
Yeah, I feel Ivan Toney as well. It's definitely. But do you think there's anybody else?
You mean
somebody in the lower, in the lower half who you feel like?
I think
Michael Elise.
I think Eze.
Yes,
as well.
And Eze.
Eberechi as well. Yeah. And maybe that Neto that's gone to Everton.
Neto. Which
Neto.
one?
You mean Neto?
Beto. The
No,
striker.
not Beto. Nah.
Maybe him.
Neto from Wolves, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Beto. Nah.
So we're gonna do comments of the week, and last week they said Robbie work is unreal. Busiest YouTuber right now.
Yeah,
that is you, because
absolutely. Well, that's nice.
And
It's true.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give him flowers as well, people, because I saw.
Oh, you're gonna act like sweet female attitude. I like that.
No, because Cecil said something the other day, and I echo that. Because,
Cecil G?
Yes, he was on a podcast and he said something, and I was doing a live on my Instagram about 2 weeks ago, and I was just talking about things, and Troops popped up on the live, and me and him. I was coming back. I was just talking to his comment, and it made me think of something like, you get so much fight in this industry that you're in. But when you were just doing the little fan cams outside of the stadiums and this and that, no one hated you at the time. Everybody loved you. Everybody wanted to come and talk on your channel and stuff like that. But in everything that you do, the more successful you become, people are going to hate on what you're doing. People didn't see you growing to have this big channel, turn into a business, having your studio, employing so many people. 1 minute, right? Employing so many people, and people continue to hate this. But people like you have opened up the gates for all of these other YouTube fans that have their channels now.
Yes.
And if it wasn't for you, they wouldn't even know they could do that. And Troops as well, I'm going to give flowers to, because Troops showed people, especially from a certain background and where you grew up, and that
it's
don't
not a
fall
barrier.
into the stereotype. You can become something out of nothing. And look what he's doing. He's doing great as well. So big up to you and Troops for that, man. And we'll get Troops back on the show. I was speaking to him. He's gonna come back on the show for do a special soon. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So hopefully when we win the league too.
Yeah, no.
Another comment is no one should take Ty opinion serious after saying he wouldn't take Haaland.
No. Who's that? Who's it? Tell me who it is.
Why you want to know who?
No, who it is? No,
He was from obviously Kieran.
Kieran, I'm sorry.
And I agree. And I agree
What
with
are
you.
you talking about, Kieran? What are you talking about?
Don't take me seriously. You wouldn't take Haaland.
No, but the thing is,
No. That's why I agree with him.
That's obviously not Kieran. That's obviously not Kieran Tierney, because he's on loan. The thing is, Kieran,
Even he
did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? Did you use your ears to hear? I said I want to add, didn't I? I said I want to add. Did I say? I never said
take Haaland?
Not take Haaland. I want to add.
You
Would you take Haaland?
None of
Would
your
you swap
strikers.
out one of the strikers
I
right
want
now,
to.
Haaland?
All I'm saying is I want to add. I
Just
don't
answer
want
the
to.
question.
I don't want to
Answer the question.
I don't want to subtract. I want to add.
Right?
I want to add.
But if you had to take one person out, right? The team's there, and you're the manager. You're the manager, and Josh Kroenke comes in and says, "Yo,
not my choice.
Right now, we can get Haaland, but we're gonna have to take out one of the forward players. Who would you take out? Mamadou.
El Neni.
He's not a forward.
Yeah, but he's a midfielder.
I'm on about one of the forward players, and I'm not on about a player that's leaving anyway at the end of his contract. Who would it be?
But this is the problem.
Who would it be?
This is the problem. This is what the problem.
Who would it be?
I'm not going to be railroaded. I would say we have to find another way, because I don't want to take out anybody. We have to find another way. That's what I'm saying. I'm not changing.
Kieran, you're right, mate.
Kieran, you're wrong.
Right.
Listen to what I said, Kieran.
So anyway, leave your comments and let me know if there's a player in our league that you think deserves a bigger club, and which club you think they would go at. And we read it out next week, and obviously if you have any comments for Ty, we'll try to pick one.
That's sensible. That's sensible.
Whatever. The next comment was
whatever.
Alan Shearer and JJ Kocha, they said so.
He played at Bolton. He played under Allardyce. But going back to the Robbie thing.
Nigeria gone through, you know.
Yes,
I know. I remember last week.
Confident.
I was confident.
No, you weren't. We asked you last week if you're going to.
Hopefully.
We should hopefully.
No,
they're going through a knot.
Yes, no.
Are they going to win it?
I don't know. Hopefully. I don't know. Well, I don't know what you want me to say.
Hopefully, Ty.
What do you see? See, the thing is, that's what I said to you. Robbie's good.
Hopefully, gracefully, waitfully.
Yeah, exactly. Gracefully. But the thing is,
who we have next?
We got Angola.
Are you gonna beat them?
Hopefully. The thing is, with Robbie's a real top maker, but I'll say two things.
Confident, man. Say,
I am confident.
We're gonna beat them.
No, I am confident.
Nigeria is gonna beat who we playing
I'm confident. Angola.
That's what you need to say. Look at the camera and say that.
No, I'm confident. But the thing is, Robbie is a real football troublemaker in the nice possible way. Because when we done the Ghana watch along, this is him. Are you going to beat Ghana? And the thing is, we went out. He would have said to me, Ty, you said you was going to beat Ghana. What happened? I know what Robbie's like. That's why. So that's
Did
what
you
I'm
watch
saying.
any of the what? Did you watch
I've been watching all of them.
Did you watch Guinea versus
I watched Guinea last night.
Cameroon
Ecuador,
versus Egypt?
Guinea
as
versus
well?
Equatorial Guinea.
Cameroon versus Egypt.
I watched Egypt versus where the two
DR Congo.
goalkeepers take their
Yeah.
penalties.
I heard about
It's
it.
good. It's good games, man. The AFCON's been good.
It is good.
Anyway, I'm still waiting for my Boohoo Man
Yes.
of the week.
Boo! I know I did a tie. I did a tie. I apologize. I did a tie.
What do you mean you did a
I
tie?
said a whole heap of things before I got to what I needed to get to. But listen, Boo-hoo Man of the week. I'm gonna give it to Maidstone, man.
Yeah, George.
Maidstone,
Yeah.
great.
On to the next
result.
round, man. And,
Incredible.
Knocking out Ipswich.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
At Ipswich, and Ipswich, by the way, one of the teams pushing for promotion.
Promotion, really
That was a great result. I felt sorry for them though that
2 shots.
the draw
were
they
lucky.
got.
I
in the
yeah,
next round
Maidstone,
with
Coventry
Sheffield
City.
Wednesday or something, or Coventry City.
they deserve a big.
I wanted them to get like a big pro, like Liverpool or something like that, so they can make a load of money. You know?
Get another smart team.
Yeah.
I mean, I seen it was either Man United or Sheffield. So
Yeah.
But in that thing, here's a
Probably
quiz.
beat United.
Here's a quiz
yeah,
question.
exactly. That's what I got them.
Well, here's a quiz question
on.
to see if you two know. There's Arsenal connections. Who was the ex Arsenal player in the Maidstone team?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't. I'm not even
Robbie?
gonna try to guess. I'm not even
Oh,
gonna
I
try
got
to
you.
guess.
Oh, I'm
I didn't watch the actual game, so I just saw the
Okay, fine.
highlights
Tell
of
us
the
then.
goals.
So no, it's Gavin Hoyt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Gavin Hoyt plays for him. Yeah, that's right.
plays for them. Yeah, he plays for Maidstone.
Yeah, Gavin Hoyt. Yeah.
So
Gavin
So,
Hoyt.
so big up to Maidstone then.
yeah.
Idiot of the week.
Idiot of the week could have been Tottenham and their fans. Luckily could have been Man United. Man United
Newport came back to 2-2.
Scraped it, man.
Almost.
Scraped it.
Almost. Whoa.
If they had lost that, man, I'll tell you.
At 3-2, you know, see what they did, what Ten Hag did? He went defensively, bro. Maguire, he said, no, we have to protect this
Maguire,
3-2.
yeah.
Yeah, but you know, they got through, so.
Yeah, they're through.
But I'm gonna give it to the fans at the West Brom and Wolves game
So
for,
cool.
Oh, yeah, that
for
was
that. That was
crazy.
awful.
disgusting,
I mean, look, man, I understand it's a derby and you can get passionate and stuff like that, but there was also a lot of children around that section as
Players'
well.
families.
Players' families as well.
There was a player who went to get his
his
kid out,
daughter, yeah.
who used to play
Kyle
for
Bartley.
Arsenal.
Yeah, he went and got his
you know
daughter.
that?
So yeah.
Yeah, I heard about it. He got his daughter.
He had to go and get his daughter out of the crowd.
I used to chat to Kyle when he was,
Yeah.
a youth team.
Yeah.
He's terrible. He's
Yeah, it
terrible.
was
man.
awful, man.
Do you know what it is, right? So what
disgusting.
happened in that game is something
Yeah.
that I've seen. It's obviously not happened on that scale, and that's a very heated derby. Wolves
Yeah, it
versus
is,
West
yeah.
Brom.
Yeah.
Heated derby. Hence why they played that game so early.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they tried to so people ain't
Minimise.
drinking before.
Absolutely.
It still didn't
Which
stop.
is smart. No, it didn't.
But what the problem was in that game is that there was a load of Wolves fans
in West Brom
the West
section.
Brom end.
Yeah.
But how did they get
Right.
in? Is the question.
Now, listen, this is what I was going to say, right? I've seen this happen at so many games, right?
So have I.
And it's so risky.
It's very
and that's
risky.
what can happen when it all goes wrong, because I can't tell you how many Arsenal games I've been to away from home, and there's Arsenal fans and they're like, yeah, we're in the Forest then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's practically every game. When you've got a club, especially like an Arsenal, where there are so many
Season
fans,
yeah.
right, of Arsenal, all your Liverpools,
Even up
all
them
your Man
sides, or
United,
even up
all
in,
that.
in Nottingham, there will be Arsenal
Yeah.
fans up there that
There are
want
always fans in. I always remember there was one time Arsenal playing West Ham, and
You mean the time when they had no away fans? I think I remember that.
no. This was a few seasons ago, probably
Yeah.
about 5 seasons ago.
Yeah.
And I was sat in my seat, and there was a guy stood next to me. The guy sat next to me
Yeah.
with his kid.
Yeah.
And first of all, I'm thinking,
Yeah, who's he?
this is a new guy, you know what I mean? Because the season's ago, is there?
Yeah.
And when West Ham scored, when Arsenal were attacking and that,
Yeah.
he'd get up and pretend.
Oh no.
Like, but I noticed him, he'd just get up. And he wouldn't really.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a fan of the club, you're like,
Yeah.
He was just sort of like, he just sort of got up and sat down.
Yeah.
When West Ham scored, I turned around and looked at him, he was holding it in. Right, I could tell he was West Ham. At half time, right, I said to him, I go, don't worry, mate, your secret's safe for me. And he started laughing and he goes, oh, cheers, mate, cheers. He goes, I just got the ticket off, I think the guy here, I know him from work and he couldn't make it. And but I'm at West Ham, me and my kid, right? Now imagine, and then there was another game I can tell you about. There was a Burnley fan in the Arsenal end as well. When we played Burnley years, it was Burnley. It was when remember when the whole city came up.
Yeah, I
into the
remember.
Premier League, and we was playing Hull City.
Well, you mean that with that disgraceful Brown as their manager?
And remember they
owes us an
scored.
apology.
Remember we played them and they scored first. I think it was a Brazilian guy.
Yes.
And
I remember.
this guy, right? He was in the Arsenal end, right? And he got up and he went, yes. He was quite an old guy.
Yeah.
And he went, yes. And I remember it was like, you kind of get a silence where everyone's just sort of like. But I looked at the guy, I thought, oh, it's an old guy. They're not really going to start on him. They did start on him. This was like, so what happened was these guys go, yeah, what are you doing in here?
Yeah.
This is the problem.
What are you doing in here?
Yeah.
F off over to there, basically.
Yeah.
And then like the people who had brought him in, who were Arsenal fans, were like, leave him alone, he's an old guy. Then these guys wanted to start on them. Then the guy was saying, listen, I'm just living the dream, man. This whole city, city, just leave me. You know what I mean? And then
you said no.
And
no, I shouldn't
you
say
said
no.
Hold
No,
on.
I shouldn't say.
And then what happened was it started to kick off.
I'll explain in a minute.
It started to kick off, right?
Yeah.
Because it weren't even so much with this guy, it was the people who bought him.
Yeah.
There was other Arsenal fans, why the F?
Yeah.
And there's a big commotion.
Yeah.
And then the security had to come and take him out and throw him out of the game. And that's what I'm saying, that it happens a lot.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to stop. But you're asking for trouble if you're going away. And I've been last year at Spurs. I spoke to about 3 different Arsenal fans who were in the Tottenham end.
What?
Yeah, they're in the Tottenham end. They're like, Robbie, we just had to keep it quiet. Happens all the time, but I'm telling you, that's the danger. It's
Danger, yeah.
The danger is you can get something like what happened.
I was in Brentford.
All right,
yeah.
but you didn't
The
celebrate.
danger is you can get
No goals
something.
to celebrate when I went there.
The danger is you can get something like
that
what
was-
happened yesterday.
Yeah.
And that's the issue, and it's but
It's ridiculous.
It was listen, even despite all that,
Yeah.
right, and despite the Wolves fans being in the West Brom end, that reaction from those fans was absolutely disgraceful.
It is disgraceful.
And let's hope that I'm
Things
sure
get
that
sorted
will
out.
be dealt with. You know what I mean, people are going to get bans and all that for what?
Yeah.
What for?
But Yanni, but you, when I say no, I don't mean no. Nobody should ever be attacked. But the problem is, when you say you're living the dream, the thing is, I understand that, but you have to be in your.
Have you ever been in the?
Never, because I imagine, because I would imagine it would be too hard. Imagine we won the league at White Hart Lane. Imagine when we scored the Luton. Can you imagine if I'm in that end? It would. And like Robbie said,
You have to hold it. You have to go.
I've seen.
You have to celebrate inside.
You said it.
I know someone who was in the Luton end.
What did they celebrate?
So again, that game when we played Luton, the allocation is so small
Yeah.
for Arsenal. I can tell you that at least 5 people I know who are in the Luton end.
They didn't celebrate,
They
did
got
they?
tickets off of Luton fans who were in the Luton. No, they didn't celebrate. But I'm just saying, it has the potential.
Absolutely.
That's why I'd never do it. I mean, obviously, I could never do that now. I'd get recognised straight away, wouldn't I? But
Yeah.
But even before that, I would never ever do that because it's so risky.
It is
and
risky.
what we saw yesterday is the consequences of that, and that's why people got to be very careful.
I've been in Man City's with their fans when we played them. I've been in Man United. Yeah.
Did we win?
No, we lost. And we draw with the Man United one. But I celebrated the Man United goal and
You spread the Man United goal.
You can't do that.
Our goal.
Our goal. I'm going against Man United.
And you didn't get no grief.
Because I was in a box, so it's a bit.
Oh, that's
A box is different.
No, it's not. It's not.
That's
You see
possible.
that?
And
You
even
see
when
that?
you-
You see
even
the
when
Man
you're in a
City
box.
one, because all along we're Man City fans. So I was in there, and when I celebrate, we did score against Man City, I think, but we lost 2-1. I think we lost 2-1.
Okay.
But when I celebrated the City goal, you could see everybody turning around looking like,
Yeah.
So I had to run back inside the
Yeah,
box.
a box as well. That's why they say a lot of
It's
times when you're in a box, you're not allowed to wear colours because you get different fans in there. But anyway, that's Idiot of the Week. We're gonna wrap it up now.
Yeah,
Just
but-
quickly.
Yes,
I've got 1 minute.
No, you keep moving on. First of all, first of all, I'm going to big him up. Before you start.
No, I don't need no more bigs. He's bigged me up already.
No, but
1
let me
minute.
say, can I say
I
my
don't
bit,
want
please?
it.
Which I was
1
going to say,
minute.
you don't want it. And basically what I was going to say is, I saw that as well.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know. I must have said,
50 seconds.
I didn't know when they was doing the thing. Because, you know what I mean? Because I think I went to
40 seconds.
I'm bigging him up. So we went to
I don't want to big up, just get to the point.
I want to say the story to add to what you said about
30.
Robbie and Tal.
Yeah.
At the time. So basically, what happened was that I was
20.
I was at Crystal Palace, Cellar Spot, and I saw them. And I thought they were going on, and I saw them editing, and Robbie said, this is what we do. And I didn't even know. I said, so this is what you do. I didn't even know what they did. I couldn't believe how long they were editing before the steal and everything. And even I was shocked. So I didn't know. It's only then when I knew. So that's that one.
10.
Right, so the grace of the week now, obviously commiserations to Egypt with Mohammed and the commiserations, is got to go to Arsenal women, to the first Arsenal women, Vivian Miedema and Jonas Alderweireld. First of all, Arsenal women for the first women's team to amass 500 points in the Super League, which is, well, it's called that now, which is absolutely incredible. And big respect goes out to the legend, our top goal scorer, Vivian Miedema. Because she scored a crucial goal against Liverpool. And the thing is, with her, she's been out with an ACL. And big up to Jonas as well, because putting Vivian in, it took a deflection of the unfortunate Gemma Bonner, but what a fantastic goal. And the thing is, I've been lucky enough to watch a lot of our games this season, and I've been seeing Vivian, and she's been getting in the right places, but it's just, she's not match fit. But now she's sharp. She even said as well, she's back. And she even said that all the fear is gone. And for her to say that, that's brilliant. So brilliant goal. Second goal, Caitlin Ford. Assist
right, time up
by
now.
Alessia.
Thank you.
And
But
also,
you're very important.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, hold on. And also, so well done to that team. Also, congratulations to Jonas Alderweireld, his 100th game
100
in charge.
games, yeah.
And happy belated birthday to Jonas, because his birthday yesterday.
Okay. Anything else?
So I think there was a third thing.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching the show.
When the transfer window
closes on Thursday, the 1st of February at 11 o'clock. It's
I knew it. I've got something
We
to
haven't
say.
bought any players yet.
Yep.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, hopefully.
If we do, we'll let you know here on AFTV. Don't forget, you can get an extra 10% off by using the code AFTV. 10% off of all clothing from Boohoo Man. So do it right now. You can scan the QR code or click the link in the description. Thank you very much, Ty.
Thank you,
Thank you very much, Yardi. We go to Nottingham Forest.
Come on, good luck
tomorrow. Huge game at the City Ground. Arsenal must win for us.
Yes.
Let's hope we get the job done.
Hopefully.
And then it's Liverpool.
Peace.